Okay,
Stay right there.
Look at me.
Okay.
Look at me.
Okay.
I am the captain now.
I especially like the jumpy place. You could jump all the way to the roof of the building, and you could jump into a hole. There was this refrigerator, and you're not supposed to touch the pickle, but then the whole place starts to flood, and then you start all over at the bed again. It's so scary. It's also rad. There's lots of cool things to see. There was a place full of stripy cables. It looks like a network administrator's worst nightmare. And then you go down the slides and pay homage to the headless goddess of toothpicks.
That's one of my favorite places.
You should all come with me sometime. I went all the way to the end and I met a few new friends. There was the lion, the snail, there was an alligator, the lizard, the grasshopper, and the dog.
Okay, team. I'd like to announce the hostile takeover is complete, and the CEO is no longer with the company.
Yes, excellent.
Why is that?
We couldn't afford the $868 billion salary, and the guy didn't do anything but fly around in a jet and talk to investors.
And he kept using buzzwords like solutionist and synergy and touching base. And he couldn't park his car between the lines like a normal person.
And he kept cooking shrimp in the microwave. I was kind of okay with that.
So that's over now. On to the second order of business. We have to come up with some ideas for scripts for our next episodes. Last week, Penny had the idea about the mansion skit.
The mansion skit is a murder mystery. Someone murdered the Count. Everyone in the mansion is trying to figure out what happened, but things keep going off the rails. Every now and then things get stolen.
Oh, I want to do that. Every mansion needs a cat burglar, and I'm a cat. Well, everybody's preoccupied with the murder. I could be the cat burglar and get all the riches and the snacks. I'm cudgel and sneaky, and I could get low to the ground.
I mean, you could be a cat burglar. But there's going to be this recurring gag that anytime somebody says a question, like who stole the diamond, or who can help us solve the mystery, or even somebody answers the door, asks who's there, the Shining Stars trio pops up and starts singing We Are the Shining Stars in chorus.
Oh, yeah! We love it!
And I keep breaking in trying to stop their singing.
Exactly. And the story continues. So that happens a few more times. They never do find out who did the murder. But one final occurrence of the who gag results in a different group coming in and singing a different song. And Fizzy doesn't know how to handle the new situation. And the story abruptly ends. Roll credits.
And I get all the goodies.
Fizzy, you had the rubber chicken story, right?
Rubber Chicken Underground Express. Yeah, it'll be a song about a 1920s New York startup company that operates a delivery service from a vehicle that burrows underground instead of using a truck or a plane. But I think I want to put that one on the side for now.
The Shining Stars had a story about the dance club.
Yeah, it's more than a dance club. It's a super dance club. It's a word puzzle. It's a time machine. It's a super dance club word puzzle time machine. We could hire a whole bunch of musicians to help us do the
I
music.
don't know if we want to go too overboard with
We
that.
can hire an electrician that'll make a fancy time machine and a light show.
Something simple would probably be fine enough.
To rent this big studio and build a set for the
Whoa,
dance
Harsey,
club.
whoa. With the rent and labor, musical talent, professional service, this budget's going to spiral into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we haven't even started. Plus, we don't have any money. We should have a simple idea that would tie it all together.
Oh. したがって全てのアイデアを見つける派手なものが必要です。全てのセットをクールな DJ に任せることもできます。あ、しまい。星が何を考えているのか。何をキラキラもの。いい気なもの。温度に見分ける的なもの。わかりました。キラキラシルクハート。4記者。We decided on glittery top hats. It might be hard to put glitter top hats on your heads with the fruit. We can fasten them. You can staple them. No, we can't staple them. I could eat the fruit, and then you wouldn't have to staple the hats. No, don't eat our fruit. Eat the stapler. Okay, I could just eat the stapler.
That's something you can do.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's like a trick.
Okay, what just happened? Where were we? Molly, could we get a readback?
Okay. Blue Bunny screams about rent. Slime Girl eats a stapler. Shiny Stars vibrate at a frequency that could kill a bird.
Oh yeah, script ideas.
Can I get a drink of water?
Absolutely. Okay, so the time DJ word puzzle thingy is an idea. It has potential, but we have to come up with a hook to compel the story.
Okay, we were thinking that the time machine will have only 4 dials of letters. And when you turn them to arrange the letters, and then you pull the lever, and wherever the dials spell out, that's how you choose what happens.
And then it activates the dance theme that's spelled in the letter dials. I love it.
It reminds me of that bobsled scene in Zoolander.
There's a bobsled scene in Zoolander?
I don't know, I never saw it before.
How does an idea remind you of a scene in a movie you've never seen? And I thought you were going to go get a drink of water?
No, I was just asking if I could, if I hypothetically wanted to.
Okay, fair enough. What other ideas for episodes could we do?
We could do a love song, a friendship song.
Talk us through it.
We could have a cute and peppy song playing in the background, describing the story. We show a village and zoom in on a cat girl walking around the village.
Oh, hey, no, I'm a cat girl. I'm a cat and also a girl. I'm a cute and peppy. Ow, I could be the cat girl in the video. I could do all the cat girl things.
Okay, that could be a good idea. Anyway, she happens by a gate that opens up to a meadow of flowers, and on the other side of the meadow is an entrance to a neighboring village, as she discovers a bunny girl who's looking back at her.
Oh, and I know a bunny who could be a bunny girl. That when I'm being a cat girl, my friend could be the bunny girl. And I like friendship too. I could be, where's the pen? I could draw it. Man.
They're captivated by each other and both enter the meadow to meet each other. The meadow would be their designated place to be together, to have no boundaries to their friendship.
Okay, this is me. I'm over here.
And then they come to the realization that no matter where they are, everywhere is a warm home in their hearts.
And my friend, remember the bunny? She would be over here, and we can go over in the meadow and dance. Can I go to the bathroom?
Certainly. Both hypothetically and really.
So that's the general idea. I thought it'd be a sweet and refreshing little music video.
Yeah, I like it.
I thought you said you had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm done.
Does anybody else smell something?
Wait, what if we wrote an episode about writing an episode?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would watch that.
Wait though, what if we already did write that episode and we're in it right now? Am I the writer Abby? Or the script character Abby right now? What if I don't exist at all? Who else was Chipotle?